It appears so. Okay. I got up, got dressed, walked out the door. The heat hit me like an oven, and I was like, we're going to ride today. So we biked around the neighborhood today. And school's out, so the traffic is way lighter, and it's a lot safer. So, all right, we are doing a new design for living. We are almost done. And so let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. I did mention yesterday was the start of hurricane season, so if you were to get a second email, it's almost always weather related because we live on the Gulf Coast. So there's that. When I say hot links are hot, click here now means it. It'll take you right to the information of the person that can help get it. And then the last thing that I think is one of the most important things, it's a blind CC. Nobody's going to see your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. Now, let me mention the social media merely from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So we ask you to go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you're on, and then engage with the individual post by reacting to the post, commenting on the post, sharing the post. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff. So, yeah. All right. That should be I guess I should tell you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark, and I am the running girl Ryan across all of the social medias that I am on. So there is that. All right. That's the social media. The housekeeping. Okay, so new design for living. Like I said, we are wrapping this book up. We are in chapter 23. We are doing practical suggestions. Now, this was one of the last books that Ernest himself worked on. He sat down with Willis Kinnear and lined out the process of science of mind. And he spent the last couple of chapters talking about spiritual mind training. And he is in this chapter literally giving you examples. Here are some things that you can say. Now, he also said there's no right way to do this. There's really no wrong way to do this. But, there's no formula, but he does give you some guidelines. Here are the steps that you can do, and he's about to give you some actual examples of how to do this. But what I want you to remember is you are always welcome to change the words. The most important thing about spiritual mind treatment is it needs to make you feel something. So if the words do not evoke feeling, change the words. Ernest is totally okay with that. He actively encourages that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these two examples. We'll talk about the two examples, and then I'm going to pause there, and then we'll proceed to the next example tomorrow. Just because I don't want to do too much. I want to give you time to think about it, because one of the things that I have found very helpful with Ernest Holmes is occasionally I need to go away and think about it too. So since he's giving us examples, you may start out in this way with a recognition of the power greater than you are. I know that there is one presence, one power, one life, one intelligence, one substance. It is perfect, whole, complete, and harmonious. It is the source of all things and is in and through all things. There is nothing separate from it. There is nothing that can limit its action. There's nothing that can limit its action. There is nothing that can be separate from its action. It always knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. It is the limitless source of every good thing. It is all joy, all happiness, all love, harmony, and perfection in all that it does and all that it is and does. Okay, so here's the thing. This is recognition. This is where we are recognizing that there is one power. So you can use as many words or as few words as you need. A lot of science of mind ministers, especially when they are doing platform work on Sundays or on Wednesdays or in a class, will use the one life, one power, one presence, because Ernest uses it. So a lot of us will do that. Do we do it in our private treatments? Not necessarily. And I have heard beautiful, very long recognitions. Basically, what you are doing is you are tucking yourself into it. So you can use as many words as you need to, as descriptive words as you need to, or you can use as few as you need to. There are people, I happen to be one of them, I like an economy of words. That being said, you're listening to me now. In this, because I don't need a lot to talk me into it. I know that there is, I know it. I know it from the center of my being out. So I don't need a lot of words. But I have heard, like, I'll give you an example. Sharon Minery, she's one of our practitioners. And when she does recognition, she does beautiful recognitions. She's a writer. She loves words. So it's not even necessarily that she needs those words to talk herself into it, but she loves words. So she does it. Okay. So there are a wide variety of ways to do this. Okay. As many words as you need, as few words as you need, whatever it is that you need to recognize the one power and to kind of set yourself up for whatever it is you're about to declare. Because you notice how at the end he said, all joy, all happiness, love, peace, harmony, all of that. He included that. So sometimes what you can do is in the recognition, go ahead and line up what it is that you are going to be declaring in your recognition. Now, the next step is one of identification, one relating yourself to that life or God or the divine or whatever word you want to use for it. All right. So again, the example, there is one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There is nothing in me or in my experience separate from God. I am that which thou art that which I am. What I am is God in me as me. I now rid my mind of any and all ideas of isolation and separation from God and know that as I now turn to God, I permit and partake of an increased flow and influx of the divine nature as what I am. I am one with God, all that is. My mind is a focal point, an individualization of the mind of God, the one creative power. The word I speak, the declaration I make is the word of God going forth through me into new tangible creation in accord with the law of in accord with the law of mind. My word is its own fulfillment. So again, here he is. He's lining himself up for the declaration. And like he used a Bible quote, I am that which thou art which that which I am. What I am is God in me as me. This is one of the things that Ernest teaches, in me as me, in me through me as me. Okay. So here's where we are telling the universe, we are telling the divine, we know who we are. And we know that we are a part of that limitless source. That limitless source flows through us. And so we are lining ourselves up and aligning ourselves with the truth of our being. And again, you use as many or as few words as you need to evoke that feeling. You also notice that he used denials in here. He said, I now rid my mind of any and all ideas of isolation and separation and know that. So that's when you do denials, you immediately follow it up with an affirmation, a reaffirmation. Let's see, was there, and know that as I turn to the divine, I permit and partake of an increased flow. So, he used that denial in there and then said, I know what I am. And that's there is one power and we were a part of it. That's the first 2 steps of treatment. Now, here's the cool thing. That's also meditation. If you just do the first 2 steps, meditate on the nature of God, the recognition of the one power, and then that you are a part of it. That's meditation. That's it. You know? So the first two steps exactly are that. They are meditating. They are basic meditation. And they are also listening. It's like, I am listening to the divine. Now, the declaration is when we're going to speak. So, which I'm going to stop and move on, and we'll do that tomorrow. And then decide if we're going to do the other step too, because, you know, here we are. And I will do that because I'm coming home from the gym. So those, and like I said, if any of those words didn't resonate with you, Ernest is like, change them. Or if they did resonate with you, but not quite in the way then put them in there. Because I use the one life, one love, or the one life, one power, one presence, and then I add one love. That's me. I don't think I've ever heard Ernest do that. He may have. It's just not something that I regularly see. The one life. But then he used the one substance, and I don't do that. I like to add the one love because that makes it more real for me. I don't know if you notice I wear a lot of green. You know, like that's the green is the heart chakra. One love. So, it's just, that's what I do. So, and it's a, you know, it's a habit that I have cultivated to start my treatments that way. And do I do it all the time? No. But because I do it often enough, if there is a moment where I need to do a treatment and all chaos is going on around me, then all I have to do is speak those 4 words and I'm already halfway there. So, and that's what you want to do. Figure out what works for you, use the words that work for you, and use as many words for you as you need. All right, moving on. So we will get back to practical suggestions tomorrow, part 3. Because that's what this is. The entire chapter is just, and so we're going to do part. All right, beloveds. I don't know where that deep breath hitched to, so I'm going to encourage you now. Have a great day, wondrous day, fantastic day, magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. Let's continue in the Powerhouse Week that we are going to have. Day, a drink plenty of water day, and make sure you sit down and rest day, a take care of business day, a do what you got to do day, a go dance in the rain day, if you get any, because we didn't yesterday, but stay out of the thunderstorms, because we heard that yesterday. No rain, but thunderstorms. So, day, a go for a bike ride today, or a walk. You know, move your body day is what I'm saying. I probably said drink plenty of water day, cuddle your fur babies day, a take care of something that's been sitting on the back burner for a while day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. Okay? I probably said brilliant light. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything's possible. Anything at all. Because the divine knows you to be good. It is all the divine knows. Right? All right. Reverend David should be on sometime this afternoon. I'll be back with you. I'm not sure, because I think I get to go to the gym tomorrow. He's canceled me the last couple of weeks, so we'll see. And so the question is if I do it as soon as I come home from the gym, or do I go wash my hair first? So you may see me early. Otherwise, you know. So sometime between 8:30 and 9:15, I'll be up. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time. Well.